The holidays are here, and so is the perfect way to bless your loved ones. The Crosswalk Holiday Gift Guide has something for everyone on your list. The team at Crosswalk has handpicked the best devotionals, picture books, middle grade fiction, and adult fiction, so that you can spend less time buying and more time giving to those you love most. So stuff these stories into your stockings and celebrate the wonder of reading this Christmas. Want our gift guide? Visit crosswalk.com/gift guide today.
And welcome to another edition of your favorite Medicare podcast, Medicare Moments, with the one and only Toni King. Hi, Toni King.
How are you doing, Jim? And it's going to be a fun podcast because we're going to talk about Medicare's girlfriends. Did you know Medicare had girlfriends?
I've heard you mention this before, and now we're going to learn more about Medicare's
their friends that can take them to low places.
It's like the title of a country song. So here we go. Have Medicare's girlfriends, MAGI and IRMA, increased your monthly Medicare premium? So today, Toni, you get an email from Susan in Atlanta, Georgia that says, "Hi, Toni. I enrolled in a zero premium Medicare Advantage plan to begin April 1st when I turn 65. I chose to disenroll from my husband's employer benefits because my monthly premium is $0, making it more cost effective for us. Now I am in shock because a Medicare premium of $670.50 was deducted from my Social Security check. I was told by the agent who enrolled me in the Advantage plan that my premium would be $0. My husband, John, is 63 and wants to continue working until he is 70. He is the vice president of a local bank and has a nice salary. I may have made a mistake by enrolling in this Medicare Advantage plan and leaving his employer plan. I cannot return to his employer plan until January of next year. Can you please explain what I did wrong?" Susan from Atlanta, Georgia. So, Toni, can you tell Susan what to do?
All I can tell Susan is that she met Medicare's two girlfriends, MAGI and IRMA. And MAGI and IRMA made sure of protecting Social Security and protecting Medicare to make sure that she was paying the right premium. Technically, Susan's husband had a nice job. He was a vice president of a bank. And with the amount of money that he is making, what she's saying, the $670.50 means that she was at the tier. He was making somewhere between $400,000 to $750,000. That's what they were bringing in a year. That's what the IRS told Social Security.
Okay.
And that's what they based it off of. She was under the impression that because she was enrolling in Medicare and she had a zero premium Medicare Advantage plan, that's all she'd be paying. She never even thought about having to pay for her Medicare Part B premium or her Medicare Part D extra IRMA, Medicare's other girlfriend, IRMA premium. She had no idea. She made a gigantic mistake. She should have stayed on her husband's insurance and not enrolled in Medicare at all. But she got her Social Security check at 64. She was already drawing her Social Security check. They automatically sent her a card. She had no clue of what was going on. That's what we do at the Toni Says office, is we explain to you about Medicare. Everybody wants to make a sale. Everybody wants to sell you some kind of insurance. But you've got to do things the right way. Susan didn't. And she needed some help understanding. She didn't know where to go. So finally, someone gave her our name and she reached out to us.
And you can reach out to Toni if you would like, and you can give her a call. 832-519-8664 is the number to call. You can call that number 24 hours a day. You wake up in the middle of the night with a question, call the number. Now, someone probably won't answer, but they will get back to you just the same. And you can go to Toni's website. That's tonisays.com, TONISAYS.com. And there's all kinds of great information there for you. We're going to come back. We're talking about Medicare's girlfriends, Maggie and IRMA, your monthly Medicare premium, and how that all kind of fits together. And we'll be back right after this.
Caring for someone with dementia is one of the toughest journeys, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Allison Schreier, and my experience caring for my husband inspired me to create Zinnia, a therapeutic streaming service designed to support people living with dementia and reduce caregiver stress. Zinnia offers research-backed videos intentionally created for people with dementia, engaging, calming, and easy to follow. Whether you need to ease agitation, create moments of joy, or make daily routines smoother, Zinnia is here to help. Family and professional caregivers use our content to turn challenges into opportunities for connection. Accessible by subscription on mobile devices and connected TVs, Zinnia is simple to use whenever you need it. Because when caregiving feels easier, life feels better. Go to zinniatv.com and sign up for a free trial today. Use the code RESOURCE for 15% off an annual Zinnia subscription.
Welcome back to Medicare Moments with your host, Toni King. So, Toni, we were talking about Susan in Atlanta, Georgia, and her monthly Medicare deduction from her Social Security account. How can she go forward from here and get more manageable payments?
The mistake that Susan made, and let's discuss this for a minute, because you have a lot of people that are listening. Their husbands are working. Maybe they're still on their insurance and they're thinking, if I go on Medicare, it's like costs so much. I see all those ads, Joe Namath does a good job. I want that free dental. I want this. I want that. They don't realize that it goes back to what your income is. Where Susan's husband was probably making $500,000. And that's what they base her Part B premium and her Part D premium. She had MAGI, which is Modified Adjusted Gross Income, and IRMA, her income-related monthly adjusted amount. And together, those were $670. The average person's Part B is generally $185. Anyone whose income for this year as an individual is $106,000 or less, or $212,000 as a couple or less, those are going to be average. But anything over that, then girlfriend number 2, IRMA, kicks in, and you pay extra. That's just the way it goes. And so Susan didn't understand that. And somebody talked her, she got her Medicare card because she was already getting her Social Security check. That's the only way you get your Medicare card immediately is when you're getting your Social Security check. So she didn't know any different. She was 64, already drawing Social Security. Here comes the Medicare card when she turns 65, and she didn't know what to do. And they get bombarded. We have call centers. People, we need to really let people know about this. This is important. You have call centers from Jamaica, the Philippines, India, China, Japan, down in Costa Rica. There's call centers everywhere that are calling over here. Right now, there's 65 million people on Medicare. There's 12,000 turning 65 every day. Susan was one of those. How do you know what to do? They know exactly what to say to get you to make a change and go with whatever plan they're marketing. That's all they're doing. And if she made that mistake, she has to wait until Medicare's annual enrollment period, until October, whenever her husband's plan comes up with a new plan for next year for group insurance. She can disenroll out of that plan, out of the plan that she's in right now, the Medicare Advantage plan, go back to her husband's insurance and go back and delay her Part B until he decides to retire. And she'll be back to what she was doing before. You've got to take some time with this. You cannot just make decisions immediately. And I don't care how, it doesn't matter what type of person it is. I helped it, like I always say, I helped a gentleman that put Neil Armstrong on the moon. He didn't understand Medicare. He could get that person to the moon, but he could not navigate the Social Security and the Medicare system.
So to do this properly too, if you have a life-changing event, and I see you talk about and you call out those life-changing events like married, divorced, or your spouse has died, or you and your spouse have stopped working or have reduced hours, loss of income-producing property, loss of pension income, you can use that SSA-44 Medicare form, correct, Toni?
Yeah, you can use the form SSA 44 for you to bring down your Part B and D IRMA premiums. If your income is higher and your Part B is higher and you're no longer working, you can use that form and that form will work. And you need to keep filing the form until your income does finally come down. Medicare is based off of what you made the last time you filed taxes. First, the IRS, there's 3 family members to Medicare. It's like Cinderella. Stepmother number 1 is the IRS. And the 2 daughters is Medicare and Social Security. They do everything that the IRS tells them because the IRS tells them how much money that person makes, and that's where they go. And, things are changing. I mean, people can't get into the Social Security office like they used to be able to. They have to now wait in line. We just have to take our time and don't rush it, I would say. When Susan's husband, when John retires, he may only be on his Social Security check. Her Part B may be the $185, not $670. There's all sorts of different situations you've got to look at.
Toni is an author, and she's written the Medicare Survival Guide Advanced Edition. And in Chapter 1, it'll talk you through different ways to enroll, and it's based on your circumstances. And everyone, just like everyone has different medical needs, everyone has different enrollment circumstances around Medicare. And like Toni says, plan ahead and try to make the best plans for your particular situation. Right, Toni?
That's right. And if they want to schedule a consultation, we can do a consultation with them. There is a fee for the consultation, but you get the right information. It's not about selling you a plan. It's about getting the right information to make sure your Medicare meets your needs, not for just today, but for the rest of your life. You can do, and you know that, Jim. So, and we do have the Medicare Survival Guide. I've got a new book. We've updated it. I got the new book. I've got the workbook that has all the forms, has all the costs in it. But we also had the video series to where you can listen to it and you can put it all in together. That's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, thanks, Toni. Thanks for taking time on this edition of Medicare Moments with Toni King. Remember, you can call Toni anytime, 832-519-8664, 832-519-8664. Go to her website. That's Toni Says, TONISAYS.com. You can email Toni, info@tonisays.com. Go to her website. All of her books are there. Articles are there. Toni's got you covered. So, Toni, as we end this one, back to you.
And I bet no one knew that Medicare had 2 girlfriends, MAGI and IRMA. Isn't that cute?
Attention seniors. Are you looking for a community that offers incredible benefits and stands up for your values? Look no further than AMAC. With an AMAC membership, you'll enjoy exclusive discounts on insurance, travel, dining, and shopping. Stay informed with 6 issues a year of our award-winning AMAC magazine, delivering trusted news and valuable insights. But that's not all. AMAC is committed to defending America's future by directly bringing the voices of our more than 2 million members to our elected officials. Join a community that cares about your needs and your values. For a limited time, we're offering a 1-year membership for only $1. Yes, just $1 for a year of incredible benefits and advocacy. Don't wait. Take advantage of this special offer and join AMAC today. Visit amac.us/join now. That's amac.us/join now.